Glorious day to you, my friends. Hotora arnahatita arahatsaka ehitara. We'll turn the camera around in a minute. The sun going down behind the tree clump there is simply amazing. Welcome to day number 18 of PEP, this personal empowerment and purpose. So absorb the light codes while we all settle in. Nihurata sahatikachara hatar nahoro. Hatur orhana akaiheta. Shatataka hana atarata atitiara. Husha ayata arhana ayekitiara titar sanara hotoro. Shaya akatara atita hanara tatarat. Sotor okaheta. Narahatar arshana heria rahanatu. Yarahatar arhana erahate daharata. Today's video is entitled The Mysterious Unfolding. And I'm here in Ellison Park, in a field, freshly mowed. But bordering this field is a whole bunch of maple trees. There's only maple trees as far as the eye can see. And then I got curious. So I looked up the origins of the word maple. And there's not a lot of definitive answers. And the Oxford Dictionary online says the origins are mysterious. So we have confirmation of the mysterious unfolding. This series is all about you. What works for you. What personally works for you to empower you, to help you find your purpose, to do things purposefully, not as I see how you should live your life, or not as I see or anyone else sees what your purpose is, or how to empower yourself. There are many, 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 many ways. Very interesting that it went out of focus there. Sometimes life is out of focus. There we go. So hutura anahaska atatara. And now it's going in and out of focus. That's interesting. Maybe we go over here so that maple tree is not trying to gain the attention of the autofocus. So how can we use this autofocus? So here we go. Thank you, my people. This autofocus algorithm inside my camera, inside my cell phone, written by human beings, programmed. It's just following the programming based on what it thinks is the focal point of what is deserving of attention. Just like we in our human form, we give our attention to what we think, how we're programmed to focus our attention, to give our attention, to focus in certain aspects of our lives. Whether it's our job, whether it's relationships, whether it's food, whether it's exercise, whether it's certain tasks in a job. But if our divine being, if we listen to our inner being, we focus on our heart center, on the divine aspects of who we are, our divine perspective. That helps us apply that back to our human life, our everyday life, with this divine perspective and the mysterious unfolding of life. We don't have to follow a certain algorithm that other humans have taught us, although at times it works and is very practical. Let's switch the camera. There we go. Kasahana arahata arhatita hasa huta arhakaaya nasa aherata atarakahete. So, let's zoom up. Natara achakahari and just come in just a tad. Yara hatara akahana etira. So when we listen to our heart, when we go within, I'm not saying that we have to, that when we do, we're listening to our true divine self. We're listening to those aspects of ourselves that aren't programmed, that unstruck sound, our true soul purpose. When we listen to those things, and we listen to the excitement, not the have-tos, it's, I want to do this. That's when we're engaging in this mysterious unfolding. We're truly engaging in this joy of the universe. The law of attraction is joy-based. This alignment of joy. Today's day number 18. And in tarot, the major arcana number 18 is the moon. And so many tarot readers were taught that this means something that's hidden, that we can't see, because it represents the shadow side of ourselves and things like that. Well, that's not how I see the moon. The moon is the heart. The moon is how we see ourselves. Yes, the human aspect of the moon is maybe we're fantasizing too much. We're just dreaming, because a dream, a vision without action is a dream, and action without vision or a plan is a nightmare. So we can continue to fantasize and just dream about how our life is going to be. But unless we're talking about it, unless we're taking any little bit of action on it, when our inner being, when the universe says it's time to take action, then we take action. Or if we can't stand it anymore, it's okay if we take action and we're wrong and we experience contrast. Maybe then some learning will happen. Maybe we'll be judgmental of ourselves and say, I don't want to do that again. Maybe we can. If we live life with this mysterious unfolding, that's another meaning of 18. In Hebrew, l'chaim means it's a toast to life, because it's based on chai. The numbers together, the letters together is 10 and 8 make 18. And they give gifts in multiples of 18 for multiples of life. Sahatukarsha niri hatana atahatar shahanatu ta yarahatata. So this life with our heart center, where we're dreaming the dream and living the dream of our heart, but we're taking inspired action based on what our heart is telling us, what our inner being, our pep talk from within. And it's not, hey, my inner being is telling you to do this. My inner being is never going to tell you to do anything. My inner being is going to inspire me to do things. It may help me engage with someone I just met, or anyone. It might help me share excitement. But my heart, nor anybody else's heart or mind, their mind might be trying to tell you what to do. But when we listen to our own heart center, make this information personal and then empowering. Katihitaha rata ataretati. Katsita nata arhatai shoyo oro hotora hatatari hahanera. This mysterious unfolding of life, the universe, and everything. And even if we knew how it was going to unfold, that's why we decided to throw in contrast, because it was too predictable. And we started to live in the lower dimensions. And when we incarnated in this third dimension, this perfect balance of contrast, of success and failure, at least in the human mind. In our spiritual mind, we are always 100% successful, because what we give out to the universe is what we get back. If we're putting out frustration and contrast, guess what we're going to get back? Frustration and contrast. And if we're in our heart space and we're living from our heart space, when we experience things that don't go as we would prefer or expect, we don't necessarily call it contrast anymore. They're not obstacles. We chuckle. I created that. Yep, that's a beautiful mess. I just created that. Ataria anahokora ora hasuka atirata. And then when someone else is getting upset, we can have the patience, because we know it's about them. It's not about us. They might be trying to point the finger at us, but it's not about us. And the blue jay is confirming. It's really about them. And so if we listen and help them feel listened to and understood, we listen to try to understand instead of listening and waiting to respond. That way we can thoroughly understand what their beef is, and then we can address it if we need to address it. This is this mysterious unfolding. We can try to plan it, but this is life. And we can enjoy it with all of its steps and missteps, with all of the successes and these human activities. This mind of the human that I want it this way. So hutara arana haska atariatata 1333 arahasakana aro totora. So it's up to you, my friends, niharacha akaro tokoro toto, of how you listen, when you listen, or even if you listen. When we're out doing something that we totally love, we're listening to our heart center at that point. We're living from our heart center, because we're living our joy. Atara, shahanara, tukuura, hisahanata aratakaya, ator utora. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss, asahana, cha'aruta harakatati karra, and make it a great day. Kashanahati raratata. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else? Niara ahana aka hasa a tiaraha.